Hi beautiful people, how are you? Hope you've had a nice week. Welcome back to my channel, New Me by Hannah. It's so great to have you back with me. So I've been doing a bit of an experiment the last couple of weeks. I have joined Slimming World just to try it out. Now, I've never been a member of a slimming group before, so this is totally new for me. But in this video, I want to show you what Slimming World is, why I decided to join up in the first place, and also to give you my initial thoughts and experience. As always, if you do like the video, if you could give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to get future updates on videos just like this. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what Slimming World is, if you've been living on another planet or maybe you're just in a different country, Slimming World is a health organisation predominantly aimed at weight loss in the UK, and I would say it's one of the biggest organisations, if not probably the biggest, here in the UK. Just to explain how Slimming World works, it is predominantly a low-fat based diet. So the whole point of the Slimming World plan is that it fulfills you. So you're not going hungry, you're eating plenty of food, but you're still putting into your body the right food that it needs. So the plan is basically split down into 4 categories. So the first category is called free food. So basically the free food is food that is going to satisfy your appetite. That's what it's labelled as. The free foods that they refer to are like meat, fish, dairy, fruit and veg. They also include rice and pasta. There's some lentils and beans as well, which kind of blows my mind a bit because when you think about a diet, you don't necessarily think that a big bowl of pasta is going to be included or allowed in that. So it took a while for me to get my head around this. Now, it does suggest that you should eat a wide variety of foods. It also suggests that you should eat your food in moderation. However, free foods, you don't weigh them, you don't count them, and I'm not 100% sure how you're expected to know what kind of calories that you're intaking. So I think free foods generally tend to be down to common sense, and that's perhaps the hardest thing I found so far. On top of your free foods, you also have Healthy Extras A. A choices are those kind of foods that provide you with calcium. So they're things that are going to support your healthy bones, strong bones, and it's mainly things that include dairy, so milk and cheese. You're allowed 2 Healthy Extras a day. In addition to those and your free foods, you can also have 1 Healthy Extra B. B choices tend to bring the fibre, the minerals and nutrients. So they do include like your oats, your cereals, your breads, nuts, seeds, things like that, but you can only have 1. So it racks up quite quick. You have to be really considering what you're eating. So in addition to the free foods, the Healthy Extras A and the 1 Healthy Extra B, you then also have what's called SIND food. You may have heard people saying, oh, I can't have this glass of wine, it's got 4 sins in it, or, you know, this chocolate bar's got 5 sins in it. The amount of sins you're allowed is dependent on your weight. It tends to average at about 15 sins per day, which sounds quite a lot, but it actually isn't. And it goes really quickly too. So again, you just have to plan really well, and you have to really just be aware of what you're eating and what you're putting into your diary for that week. So just a quick background why I picked Slimming World. I've been doing a low carb based diet for at least 18 months, if not 2 years now. I wanted to try something a little bit different, and I know that Slimming World definitely isn't a low carb based diet. It is definitely, they don't particularly care about carbs, what I've seen, but it is definitely a low fat based diet. So I thought I would just switch my body up a bit, give it something fresh, put some new food in it. It's not had pasta for quite a while, so that was quite a shock to the system. And I've never been to a slimming group before, so I actually was more curious about how the group dynamic would be and if it would help weight loss or not. So it was a bit of an experiment for myself just to see if it improved weight loss or not. So joining Slimming World was really easy. I found the number for my local representative on the Slimming World website. I then text my representative just to say, hey, I'm interested. Where do you hold your meetings? And she replied really quickly. She told me where the meetings were. She then sent me a brief information on Slimming World, and we arranged that I'd join the meeting the next night. Now, it wasn't a standard evening, so the first time you go, you get a welcome pack. It looks like this. And in this welcome pack is loads of brochures and information, and it kind of helps you plan out your weekly diet. Also, at the first meeting, well, I say meeting, the first time you meet your consultant, you also weigh in. So they have special scales that they track you every week. You put a card in, and basically the next week your details come up and they can see how much you've lost or not. So I've just got back, I'm just heading home from my first Slimming World session, and it has been interesting. I'll withhold judgment until I've actually managed to digest everything, but I don't know quite how I'm going to get through. How I'm going to get through the next few days next few weeks is going to be a bit of a mission. However, on the plus side, while I was doing my weigh-in this evening, I found some snacks. Anyway, so the first week I went, it was quite overwhelming for me. There was so much information to take in. I mean, this is a whole new way of life. Certainly a new way to look at food, which I wasn't used to. So I did come out of the meeting feeling quite, oh my God, what am I doing? But when I got home, I broke the information down. I decided I was going to plan the entire next week's food. And then I was going to write a shopping list and go and do it that way. And I did feel like that was the easiest thing. So if you know what you're eating every day for the next week and you have all of the food in the cupboard ready, you literally can't go off plan. It's as simple as that. My goal when I joined up for Slimming World was to lose about 1 to 2 pounds per week. For me, that's quite a healthy weight loss. Anything more, I'd be quite worried about. And obviously any less would be irritating. It's just how it works. Now, the first week I did Slimming World, I lost absolutely nothing. Didn't lose a pound. Now, I've considered the reasoning for this, and I absolutely stuck to the plan. So it wasn't that I was going off plan, I was using the app, I was putting all my exercise in and everything like that. The only thing that I can put my lack of weight loss is that I'd increased my carbs. Now, you'll see in a previous video, I'll pop a link above and in the comments below if you haven't seen that video already. My body works best with low carbs. So for me, I think I was kind of hoping that my body would forget about it in a way. I know that's really weird to say. Turns out my body doesn't forget. My body knows exactly what carbs are. And pasta and rice, my body just doesn't like them at all. So certainly for me, the first week I started Slimming World, I went by the plan. I made the recipes in the Slimming World book, and the only thing I think for me was that I'd increased my carbs quite substantially from the diet that I've been doing for the last couple of years. So there we go. I've obviously still got a couple more weeks to go, but I wanted to check in with you guys and show you what I was up to. And yeah, drop me a comment below. Is Slimming World something you've done in the past? Has it worked for you? Are you doing it at the moment? And if you are, how are you finding it? Because I'm actually really struggling to lose weight on it at the moment, so I'm hoping that my body will just kick in and override whatever my body has got against pasta. I just wish it would drop it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I absolutely look forward to seeing you in my next video where I will share some more of the Slimming World Challenge with you.